Feel free to check out my Letterboxd review if you don't feel like watching this whole video. Hey, it's Ty. So, Transformers, am I right? Let me preface by saying I'm not the biggest fan of these guys, and only really watched the Bay films a very long time ago when they were airing on TV.
I am directly below the enemy scrotum.
And even then, I don't remember much of it outside of the names of certain characters, so this is practically a blind review of the film. So, we got this guy, Orion Pax, and his best bud, D16, working as on the planet Cybertron. They're lower class, so they can't transform, much like many of their superiors, but despite that, they still want to make a difference in the world. Chris Hemsworth plays Optimus, and he does a pretty good job throughout most of the film. He slowly becomes more like the Autobot we all know and love, as we hear his voice become more raspy and demanding, which I think is a really neat touch to his character development. Brian Tyree Henry plays D16, who later becomes Megatron, and I think he did a pretty good job selling his character's downward spiral into the murderous and tyrannical Decepticon. Outside of that, we got RC, or Alita 1, played by Scarlett Johansson, and she does a serviceable job. I know nothing about the character, but I think her and Bumblebee, or Badassatron, played by Keegan-Michael Key, both do great as supporting characters. More so Bumblebee, but I really thought he was the funniest part of the film. But acting aside, I want to talk about the animation for a second, because I felt like I was on a roller coaster with the levels of action and set pieces that played throughout the film. A good animated film, in my opinion, is one that takes full advantage of the medium. One that experiments and transforms through the creativity and imagination of everyone that's on board, using it as a narrative device on top of just an artistic medium. Transformers does that pretty well, while remaining somewhat consistent with the rules of their universe. Robotics are the way of Cybertron, and you'll find the setting in their world to be a little bit more than meets the eye, at first. I've got like 10 more of these, I'm not sorry. The settings are colorful and interesting, and made me want to learn more about their world. My only complaint is I don't think I heard enough music, and that's a shame because the composer for this film, Brian Tyler, also worked on the Super Mario Bros. Movie, and I really like the music in that. So it'd be nice to hear more of his work get shown off in the final product, but maybe I just wasn't listening hard enough. I will also give it this. The advertising, as everyone under the sun has stated already, was not very convincing. I really thought I was watching a kids movie. Movies that you could turn on for your kid and get them hypnotized through sheer wacky insane hijinks with their favorite character, Baby Shark, and Skibbity Toilet that lack any substance. A good kids movie is one that can be made for everyone, no matter their age, and still be enjoyable to a wider audience. Transformers 1 is very much the latter, as the story shifts from a fun adventure romp to a darker, more serious tone that really made some of the characters' motives a bit more gruesome and convincing. All in all, I really like this film, and I think it should definitely be seen in theaters with some friends. 8.5 out of 10.